most women think we have to be great to speak out. But the real truth is, speaking is what makes you great. Else, how would the world even know that you exist? Or how would those who need to learn from your wealth of knowledge have the opportunity to learn from you? It is said that the graveyard is the most treasurable place in the world because there lies many unharnessed ideas. Malala Yousafzai once said, "I speak out, not so I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard." Every organization, society, needs women who have found their voices, whether it is to flag questionable behaviors, or to put an end to stereotype, or to cast that vote that most people think won't count, or to elevate good ideas. Whichever it is, woman, you need to speak out. I used to have this group of friends during my adolescent years. I was of less relevance to that group. I contributed nothing. I did nothing. I said nothing. I was voiceless. The only thing I did was follow them wherever they went. And it continued like that. And on this rainy day, I received a slap from our self-made leader. I didn't know what I did to deserve a slap from someone my age, and the worst part was I could not even question her. I wouldn't even dare tell my mom that someone my age slapped me and I did nothing. You already know what could have happened. I didn't do that. So I kept that with me. And I continued to suffer inferiority complex until I said to myself, Catherine, you need to have a change of mindset. You have a voice, go find your voice. I decided to take up a profession in teaching. And every time I conducted assembly presentations, I realized that I got applauded. It was a total mindset shift for me. I did not believe that I could talk and get applause from people. I did not believe it. And then to crown it all, the teachers came to me saying, Catherine, you have a very powerful voice. I'm always inspired every time you give speeches at the assembly. And that was when it got dawned on me that I am made for more. Do you know the next thing I did? I decided to harness this realization. I enrolled for the various developmental training programs that had to do with conquering stage fright, conquering fear, and breaking limiting beliefs. I went further to take up professional courses on social polish, elocution, and public speaking. I wanted to give more. I wanted to do beyond just teaching within the four walls of a classroom. I wanted to take my voice out to the world. And I asked myself, how can I speak to the world without having to fly from one country to the other? And then I told myself, it is the social media. I decided to take education down to the social media. I would spend my nights making research and spend my days posting what I had researched and facilitating training programs. This was my typical day. Nights for research, days for posting what I had researched and training. I need to let us know that the two factors that limit women from speaking out are the fear of being judged and stereotype. So woman, I want to tell you that you don't need to be concerned about what people will say when you speak. You need to be concerned about the importance of your message in the lives of those listening to you. This voice I found has taken me to places I never thought I could go, heights I never thought I could reach, and positions I never thought I could attain as a woman. I found my voice and the game changed. I would like us to take a look at this video of a boy who stumbled at the commencement point of a cycling game. Okay, this is a boy who stumbled at the commencement point of his cycling game, and the average child would have given up, saying, okay, this game is not for me, and maybe cried. But this boy did not cry. He got up, and he didn't only continue the game, he won the game. The moment I watched that video, it resonated with what I was going through at the moment. I posted that video in December 2021. That was when I was hard on myself, telling myself I had 12 months goals, I had 6 months goals I hadn't completed at the time. But when I watched that video, it changed something in me. It made me realize that life is not about the race for the fastest or the swiftest. I went back to those projects and I continued. And before the end of that year, I posted this video in early December 2021. Before the end of that year, I achieved these goals. I told myself, I didn't want this knowledge to remain with me. I wanted to share so other people who were hard on themselves, just like I was on myself, could be heard, or those people can learn from this video. Then I posted, like every other video I would post on Instagram. And guess what? This video within 2 months got 23 million views on Instagram. I did not believe it. I got calls from different people. I got DMs from different people from different parts of the world. The video went viral. People calling me to thank me for sharing this video. I'm not the original maker of the video, but I got it online and then I decided to post, to share for other people to learn. And then people called me to say thank you. Do you know that this video you posted has made me go back to those projects I abandoned and I'm doing good. I've succeeded in some of them. So that is it. I said to myself, what if I did not post that video? What if I decided to keep it to myself? What if that was the case? 24 million people would not have been motivated, would not have been inspired, would not have achieved their goals. This is to tell you that speaking out is not just what you do vocally. Speaking out could be what you do by your actions. Speaking out could be that book you write. Speaking out could be that artwork. Speaking out could be that song you're singing. You can speak out through various means. Whatever position or profession you find yourself in life, you can be that voice in that profession. You might want to say, I'm a caterer. What business do I have with speaking out? But you could be the voice of that profession. You can speak out by what you cook and inspire other women to do what you have done. Imagine the likes of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Oprah Winfrey, Okonjo-Iweala, Margaret Ekpo, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. These are women that have used their voices as channels to liberate, inform, inspire, and motivate other women. They did not become great overnight. They became great because they spoke. Chimamanda does hers by writing. Funmilayo Ransome Kuti did hers by organizing women's group to empower women. Oprah Winfrey did hers from her TV shows. Margaret Ekpo did hers as a politician, fighting for women's rights. You can be that voice in your profession. We need to know that as women, our voices are not only wanted, our voices are needed. Our voices are needed in sports, politics, conferences, board meetings, top places in the world. Woman, you need to stop limiting yourself and come out from that shell. You might want to ask, how do I start? I need to let you know that before you start, you need to first affirm to yourself. You need to encounter that mindset shift I encountered. You need to tell yourself, you can do this. You need to believe that you are that idea, that you exude that idea you want to pass on to other women. Because if you don't believe you can do it, you can't do it. So that is the first thing you need to do. Affirm to yourself that you can do it. And believe me, you will do it. So back to my question. How do I start? You don't need a stage or a microphone for you to lend your voice. You can get a book and a pen. You can get a camera in front of you. If you're camera shy, you can record an audio, podcast, share it to the world. Let the world hear your idea. What you say is not just what comes out from your mouth vocally. It could be from your actions. So, woman, I need you to know that the world is waiting for you, and this same world is your stage. Thank you.